Streaming services are changing our viewing habits. 4 out of 5 of us has a subscription to a streaming service from Netflix, BT, Amazon Video or now at Sky. Streaming means you can binge watch episode after episode of a series in one sitting. If your service doesn't have a series you want, then you can usually buy it as a download or on DVDs in a box set. But a strange thing has happened with the pricing. David Brisbane from Stirling noticed that when he tried to download the American sitcom Frasier from Amazon. He's a big fan.
I've been watching it since I was about 11. I think I just sort of caught it when it was on Channel 4 in the morning, and I think I just found it really funny. I went onto Amazon and I searched for Frasier, and I found that the DVD box set for all 11 seasons was just $29.99. For one season to download, it was $14.99, and so I did a quick calculation and I would need to spend over £160 just to get all of them, which I thought was a bit absurd. This isn't just something that happens with Frasier, it occurs quite regularly when looking at TV shows. I definitely think that the digital versions are way overpriced, and especially in 2016, where sites like Netflix are eating up so much business and taking on so many users. I'm just sort of surprised to see that companies aren't adjusting their prices to try and compete with this.
Well, we did our own price check, and David Brisbane's right. It isn't just Frasier. We had a look at other hit series, including Breaking Bad, Friends, House of Cards. It's the same. The DV box sets are much cheaper than the downloads. We asked Amazon why it's more expensive to download, but they didn't reply. Kate Hardcastle's going to try and help us with that, though. She's a consumer expert. She's in our Leeds studio. Why do you think it is, Kate, then, that they're pricing the downloads at so much more than the DVDs?
Well, I'm afraid it just comes down simply to supply and demand. The idea that when you're in the moment, as most of our millennials, so those 25 to 34-year-olds are, who've said they're not really bothered about ownership or owning anything anymore, they want experiences. If they want to see the next episode, if they want to be ahead of their friends and know what happens in the next series, they're more than willing to pay the price and the premium to have that right in front of them, right there.
Is it that DVDs are becoming kind of obsolete technology? Are people getting rid of their DVD players? I mean, are the box sets left over from the days when everybody had a player for them?
You're quite right. In terms of looking into the actual nuts and bolts of this, it seems that everything linked to DVDs and CDs indeed, so the storage of them, the additional players that would be put onto computers, so additional drives, all seem to be on the decline in terms of sales, which would suggest certainly they're on the out. Now, when you look into consumers and the behaviours for this, it's everything linked to the fact they're not really bothered about owning it, they don't like to take up the space in their house, they just think they'll be there to collect dust. So there isn't really that desire to have the complete package, whereas me being a little bit older, I like to buy things and actually have them as mine. It has some value to me.
But nobody wants to pay more than they have to, do they, Kate? Once people cotton onto this, would they just buy the DVDs?
That's the big change that's happening, though. Actually, people do pay more than they perhaps would have to. So if I liken it to different industries where we're seeing trends at the moment, to be in the right bar, drinking the right cocktail, it becomes irrelevant, the price of it, really. So people are going out and spending, the price of a meal or the price of a whole night out on being at the right place at the right time with the right item. And this tends to show up, this desire, this trend, particularly in the under 40s, that's coming through, which is to have the instantaneous gratification of things when they want it, and that is part of the mix that's showing here. So absolutely, if you want to see the programme and you can wait just more than a few hours, DVDs are a very economical purchase. But if you don't want the space taken up and you are not bothered the price you pay, you just need to see what the cliffhanger ending is, then the instant download's there.
Kate Hardcastle, thanks for that. It's 12:30 now. This is You and Yours on Radio 4. I'm Winifred.